Welcome everybody here from my side. We start this session now, which is quite interesting. All India Live Mock Series, and we discuss every single piece of detail here of all the questions, and not only of just English, but also of the other sections here. I hope you have witnessed the other ones, starting English 1 in seconds. Thank you for being here, everybody. Welcome from my side. Let's start the session without any delay. Um, okay, just a sec. I'm sure it's visible properly, or I can also decrease the brightness. So my face is not visible, no problem. The content must be. Okay. We start the session now. Welcome everybody here. Utkarsh, salute to you, brother. Welcome Akash, Ajay, Jai Jagannath, Nancy, Jai Janendra, Saloni, Radhe Radhe. Welcome Utkarsh, Pranam brother. Hassan, good evening. Wrinkle, Rishi, Jai Shri Ram, Vedansh, Nitesh, Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe, Radhe Radhe, Lakshmi, Princey, Lakshmi Indraveer, Lazy Boy, good evening brother, and Amrita. Thank you so much. Let's start the session. I'll go slowly because 25 questions are here. You can attempt these and check if we commit a mistake. We have time till CGL. If we commit few mistakes, yep, we will qualify for sure. But not in just English, in the other subjects also. Please pay attention. The first one. Vanshika, good evening. Gunjan, good evening, hey dear. Please go ahead. Radhe Radhe, Kumesh, Vaishali. Shubham, good evening, brother. You will, of course, be able to demonstrate verbal communication skills, have excellent written and strong commercial skills, entrepreneurial flair, and Akash, good evening. Absolutely. Those who have answered are correct. You will, of course, be able to demonstrate. We can't have AC. The first one, demonstrate is a verb. Have excellent, another verb again. Now, AC is not possible. A couple of those starting with A, the subject, we can say here. So you will be able to demonstrate what? Strong commercial skills. AD, the only left one, absolutely. This flair, and you have excellent written and verbal communication skills. Would that be okay? Apps. Welcome, Prashansa. Radhe Radhe. Vishal, good evening, beta. So you will be able to demonstrate strong commercial skills, the flair, and you have excellent, written and verbal communication skills, making B the best pair here. Next. It seems a lot of effort, but I'm sure it's the best solution eventually. Select the meaning of the word eventually. Awesome idiom that can replace this. Good evening, don't be sorry. All welcome. Eventually. I hope you know this. Eventually is ultimately, is in the end. What happens eventually? It is actually in the end. One of the common words we keep on discussing in the classes. On tenterhooks is going to be indecisive, not able to make a decision. At my wit's end is also perplexed, all at sea, flabbergasted, baffled, not able to decide. Once again, I would say, by leaps and bounds defines a rapid pace or something going on at a rapid pace. People make money by leaps and bounds, but something in the long run, GPD, good evening, is going to be eventually, ultimately, in the end or in the long run. A simple close test to start with. Quitting a job because a woman doesn't like it, leaving a city that no longer blank space your needs, or ending a relation with someone she is no longer in love with, In blank space decades, Western society has championed women who make these kinds of blank space. Okay, so I leave a city that no longer blank space my needs. A city that no longer blank space my needs, that appeals, that buys, suits, reciprocates. Divyanshi, good evening. That's easy, I think. Shikha, city is not going to buy your needs. शहर, let me talk to you in Hindi, आपकी जरूरतों को खरीदेगा तो नहीं. A city that blank space your needs. A city appeals. Grammatically, appeal to is grammatically wrong and doesn't matter. Appeal is going to be contextually precise here. Now, reciprocate. City is going to reciprocate. When I need something, city gives me. When the city needs something, I give her. Not at all. City is not going to buy my needs. But yes, city which suits my needs. I want to be a businessman. I want to be in a city where I can do this and that and that. And I am currently in a city such. So that's the appropriate one here. Isha, good evening. The city which suits our needs. I bought a BMW. I bought a Lamborghini, for example. But I live in a city, a village, for example, where I don't have roads. I can't utilize that Lamborghini. But I live in Bangalore. I can. I live in Dubai. I can for sure. So the city which suits our needs. Objections welcome. Ending a relation with someone she's no longer in love with. All these things in blank space decades, Western society has championed women who make these kinds of. Shubham. Thank you, GPT. So, in blank space decades, in ancient decades, in the raging decades, decades are not raging, angry and such, out of context. Violent? We are not talking about any violence here, not at all, or recent. I hope absolutely, Saloni, we can see that the next statement of the adverb is present perfect tense. You know, recently I've bought a new house. Recently I've been to Delhi. Recently SRK has been featured in a new movie. Lately we've been to the city and such. Defining things in the present. So no ancient, raging, violent will be horrible. Recent decades, times. Western society has championed women who make these kinds of quitting a job, leaving a city, ending a relation, empowering blank space. Stories? Yep. Advice? Maybe. Positions? I don't think so. Quitting a job is a position or ending a relation is a position. No. Choices? Maybe. Yo, Nancy, Kajal, Radhe Radhe. Good evening. But I think they can be stories also, no? A woman quit her job because she didn't like this. That's a great story. A woman left the city that no longer matched her needs. That may be a story also. You know, quite recently a woman ended a relationship she no longer wanted to be with. That's a story. Great, KP. Same here. This time I got one wrong. Yep. A close test has a theme. I always emphasize, enunciate. You have to pick the theme into consideration. I'm not saying that's a word which can be replicated here. I repeat, I'm not saying that word has been put over here once again, but at least think about that, in what way the author wants you to think. So she's making such a blank space in the very next line. But what if the choice she makes, just a sec, everyone please notice whether your answer is right or wrong. She make choices and the same stuff here, just a sec, I'm sorry, who make these kinds of blank space. See, the women who make blank space, or the choice she makes blank space. So they are the same things the author is marking. Absolutely. A choice. And if I want to be with someone or not, that's my choice. If I want to be living in a city that suits my need or not, that's my choice. If I want to work here or quit my job, that's my choice. That's not my story. Choice is a better word and matching the tone of the author also. What if the choice is to leave the kids despite improving gender equality? Mothers who make the difficult decision to live apart are often anything but celebrated. Even if both the parents are blank space, a brilliant job of raising happy, healthy kids. Both the parents are blank space, a brilliant job. Muskan, radhe radhe. Yes, brother. There's always a flip side of a coin. Same goes for the close test. Har Har Mahadev. Sakshi, good evening. So, you are blank space a job. You are guiding a job. I can't guide a job. Participate in something. Do a job. Hey, mind your own business. Do your job. Don't interrupt. So, doing a job is a better word, not relating a job. And the last, probably, but not the least one. She who lives an hour and a half drive blank space her children. She lives. Thank you so much. You are doing a great job. Yep. She lives an hour and a half drive blank space her two children. Quick. We have done this, I think. Yep. The answer to that one was there in the close test. The answer to this one also is there in the close test. I swear I'm not stating the words are going to get repeated, but yep, this is also true, and the author has the same tone once again. See this. If they happen to live, they are living where? They live away from their mom. Something such here. She lives an hour and a half drive away from her children. Away from. From, in, on, at. Not at all. From. Sakshi with the same instructions you once missed. Complete the sentence with the most appropriate set of synonyms for the word. The task seemed blank space at first, but eventually, something we have answered. Eventually, in the end, in the long run, ultimately. In time, from time to time, absolutely. So you have to mark the synonyms of the word difficult. Simple is not the synonym of difficult. Easy is not the synonym of difficult. And casual is not the synonym of difficult. Difficult means challenging, requiring efforts. Okay, so B is the only choice here. I got this wrong. Actually, not exactly wrong, but yep. Picking the most appropriate one, I got this wrong. No problem. In examinations, we do or we come across such questions. Great. Thank you, ZBD. Politicians should be brave enough to bell the cat and join forces to tackle the national task. To be vigilant and raise alarm? Nope. To be supportive? That's not the meaning of to bell the cat. Take the danger, take risks, and stick to one's decisions. Ajay, you are my brother. I answered D. Because remember that story all of us have heard. So who is going to bell the cat? Me? Okay. I am going to bell the cat. The story all of us have heard. So I thought this is a risky job, but I have to bell the cat. I have to stick to my decision. So D, in my opinion, should be correct. But the precise meaning of the idiom, this is not wrong. This is also correct. This is also correct, to be honest. I'm not defending my answer. No, no, yes, yes. But when it comes to a better one, the more appropriate one, this is better. Take the danger of a shared enterprise upon oneself. I repeat, the correct idiom is, if I show you, who will bell the cat? Who, actually the idiom is, which created problem for me too. Who will bell the cat? That's the correct idiom. Who will bell the cat? Who will perform the dangerous or risky task on one's own? Who will do this? You. So out of those people, I will do this, he will do this, she will do this and such. So the complete idiom is who will bell the cat. I thought bell the cat for that sentence should be this, but no. The correct one is who will take the responsibility, who will take the responsibility and do this. So C is a better choice. I got this wrong. No problem. Do remember. The sheep, that's an interesting one. Huddled together in the corner of the anything such. Har Har Mahadev. Good evening, Rohit. Not exactly the same, Ajay. Thank you, Sakshi. No, it's not over. Actually, that's Google Chrome. That's the software with the help of which we can have, and that was the background. Thank you so much, everybody, for your insights. The sheep, I can say was because I remember the plural of sheep is sheep itself. No SES placed to this. I can say is also. And I hope if you have been to my classes, not being biased here, I keep on saying, how can you find an error in this? If the author says he goes to school, fine. If the author says he went to school, okay. If the author says he will go to school, okay. How can I find an error stating this is wrong, that is correct and such? So the sheep is okay. The sheep was all okay. How would I eliminate then? So you can't pick is or was for sure. But later on, you are correct. Together, that means the person or the identity, the body is not one. Together, they should be many. And many, we just have, see, one plural choice. Answer. The concept of time travel seems self-contradictory, but may express a possible truth. You have to mark a one word for something which is self-contradictory and such. Good evening, Yashi. Noun basics: sheep, deer, cod, salmon, species, aircraft, spacecraft, hovercraft, rendezvous, and such. Abhinay, great. Sarcasm, all of us know the way we talk to our friends. Come on, don't teach me. I'm your father. Sarcastically talking to friends. It's not self-contradictory. Hyperbole, that's the pronunciation. Hyperbole. It's not hyperbole. ये बोलना. Hyperbole is a figure of speech in English when we exaggerate things, like I'm so hungry, I can eat 56 chapatis at once. No one can be so hungry he can eat 56 chapatis, but we exaggerate things like that. I can bring the sun for you. I can bring the moon for you. Who can? Can you? And for her, honestly. Jokes aside. I'm so, say, I feel sleepy. I can sleep for 6 months straight. So that is hyperbole. Paradox, quite easy. I'm not being biased here. On the internet, things should be stated quite clearly, otherwise problem arises. I repeat, I'm not being biased here. There is a book written by Shashi Tharoor on the Prime Minister stating the paradoxical Prime Minister. The name of the book is The Paradoxical Prime Minister. Just like oxymoron, putting two different things together. So this is actually when someone says something but does something else. When someone says something but does something else, that is actually paradox. So yep, of course, paradoxical, the self-contradictory. Saying something but doing something else. Next. To dispose this sofa, you can call this number. Ruchi, Rohit, Shubham. I hope if you have been through the classes, you can quite easily mark this. I emphasize. Sakshi, thank you for stating that. I didn't notice, and I didn't notice back then when I. At the end, I'll check. Please remind me. At the end, I'll check for sure. Yes, everyone who doesn't know this, do know this. Dispose is followed by of. Pose is one of the root words from which we get posit, from which we get position, from which we get repose, depose, dispose, prepose, prepositions, and many such. So dispose is like disposal, something that we don't want, can get rid of, and such. So disposal glasses is followed by the fixed preposition if somebody is new here and is not aware of this concept. Dispose of, the fixed preposition, and the OF1, not the OFF1. Dispose of, okay, no, no, no. Without even looking at the next sentence, I can answer dispose of, done. If the shareholders do not agree to the proposition, it is us who will convince them. Impose, oppose, propose. Thank you. These are my horses. If they don't agree to the proposition, to the proposal, it is us who will convince them. Hassan, thank you, brother. Hello, everybody. Thank you. A proposition, awesome conclusion. Thank you. Absolutely. Have taught this a number of times, have emphasized this. Better than me is okay in spoken, but better than I in written English. In the same way, if you have been through classes, it is we, is not formal. I'm sorry. As per the spoken English, we keep on saying it is us, or it's me. Let me say that, or it is I. Come on, it's me. That's me. But in examinations, objective cases are not preferred after be. Be takes the subjective cases. It's we, it's I, it's they, it's he, it's she, and such. So it is us who will convince them. Us will convince them. It is we who will convince them. We will convince them. Remember, be takes the subjective cases. It's I, not me. In written English. In spoken, it's me. Good evening. I regret I am having only one life to give to my country. Yagesh. Sakshi. I regret I'm having only one life to give to my country. Taught in some class a couple of days ago. Have, come on, please excuse me, is one of those stative and dynamic verbs. I'm having lunch. May I call you after 5 minutes, please? Yes, I'm having lunch right now. So having lunch is a progressive sense. You can say I was having lunch because it takes time. It is a continuous process. 50% done, 60% done, 80%, 90% done. But being a dynamic verb, being an action verb, have can be an action verb, but have is a stative verb also, showing state. Do you have a pen? Yes, I have. What about I am having a pen? It doesn't mean anything. In that case, we don't allow ing to have and such stative verbs. So I am having one life. I have just one life to live. I have one life. I am having a pen. No, I have a pen. The salty flavor of the fish combines well with the more sweeter flavor of tomato sauce. People from the 10 a.m. batch. Yes, Vishali. Nancy, great. In Hindi मुझे जिंदगी मिल रही है. I am having. If you don't know this, with a smile on my face, no negativity, you know nothing when it comes to English for competitive examinations. They are fond of putting this more sweeter, more better, more taller, more tastier, and such double comparatives, double superlatives, double negatives, and such. More comparative. Sweeter is already comparative. Don't transform the Hassan. Quite recently we studied. Yes, this is commonly asked in SSC examinations. More sweeter. Correct sentence in active form without even giving the active voice. Absolutely. She told me that a promise was made on her behalf. She promised to always cherish the memories. A promise was made by her. She was promised memories will be cherished. Absolutely. If you have been here, you know the panacea. Be is a mar was ver plus V3 is a passive. Be plus V3 is a passive actually. The first one, a promise was made. Be plus V3, that's a passive one. A promise was made. Be plus V3 is a passive one. She was promised a passive, another passive, B plus V3. Just B option has no B or a V3. Objections welcome. Next. Sakshi. Okay, if someone who doesn't know me, please don't take my laughter in a sarcastic manner. This is just for humor, as the comment section is smiling. Um, as per the comment section, I'm not saying anything. Today, I think, is the promise day on which we are talking about promises to always cherish some memories. What a coincidence. On promise day, we are discussing the promises. Great. I promise I will discuss this. Thank you. Just for humor. Correct, incorrect spelling here. Sakshi. Acceptable, accept, able, acquire, achieve is all fine. Accommodate has a double C and a double M also. Yeah, Gish, thank you, brother. We will surely cherish these memories. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the maturity. Thank you so much. Accommodate with a double M. Passive. His elder sister taught him English. His elder sister taught him English. I can see past indefinite here. Sister taught. The first one is present indefinite, is taught, shouldn't be. Has been, perfect tense, shouldn't be. Was taught, past indefinite, seems good to me. Is being taught, no ing there in the actual statement. I think C should be the answer. And as per the majority, C is the answer. Just one past indefinite out there. The young couple planned their wedding meticulously. I think 6 to 7 questions are the ones which I keep on discussing probably on a daily basis. Ultimately, meticulously, punctiliously, fastidious, meticulous, punctilious, painstaking. Some of the words we keep on discussing on a daily basis. Yeah, Ruchi, thank you. Meticulous, punctilious, fastidious, painstaking and such. Thank you, Nancy. So meticulous, actually they have the description, paying detail to every single thing. Paying attention to, say, every single detail, ensuring every detail was perfect for the special day together. Okay. Previously is not synonymous with meticulously. It shows time, it doesn't show time. Seriously is a good choice, no problem, but not the most appropriate one. You are cordially invited. You are heartily invited. It shows feelings and such, not at all related, but thoroughly, completely, precisely, fastidiously and such. So the better choice, thoroughly. The boy was slow. I loved this one. Pay attention. Sakshi, once again, they are talking about some promise. The boy was slow. Students who are regular here, I'll show you something. Vampire, why? Would love to ask you. I know you are capable of answering. Pragta, good evening, never be sorry. How? Slow to learn. But infinitive is also there in the first one, Komesh. So that should also be correct. Utkarsh, I don't know you were here or not, brother, but let me show you something. A couple of days ago, not exactly a couple, but some 7 days ago or 10 days ago, when I started teaching error detection here for 2025 examinations, some 8 to 10 days ago, not more than that, I made you solve some finest errors from CGL tier 2. And there was this one. Let me show it here once again. Come on. If you guys remember. Vampire, I hope you remember, huh? There was an error. A person must be this and that and that. And I checked the same because I remember back in 2017 or 18, I made students solve this. And the correction was slow to anger there. I showed the same slide, slow to anger. Vampire remembers this, huh? If it comes in the SSC CGL one, I can show you the sentence also. That was a good one. Just a sec. SSC CGL error 2018. Yes, we have. Please feel this. Come on. The sentence. Come on. Show the question, not the advertisement. Everyone here, along with the date. A judge must be slow in anger, quick to forgive, otherwise he may risk abusing his powers. A judge must be slow in anger, quick to forgive. CGL Tier 2, 18th of Feb 2018. I have this book in which I mark the correction with the authenticity. Yes, I made you solve. So yeah, this is something I got again. So it's good to get that again. Slow to anger, slow to learn. The car was deactivated. Mark the antonym. That's it. GPT. Sakshi, a couple of days ago we did discuss this. You may not be there. No problem. Shikha, slowly. Yep. Deactivated. That means not getting the support. Powered by getting the support. For sure. Stagnant is also constant. So something deactivated will be stagnant. A synonym. Powered by. Hand operated. Maybe, but not at all relevant. Idle is once again going to be stagnant, constant. Not at all. Powered by. In the news also, these advertisements also, Tata IPL. Co-powered by, powered by, I hope you have noticed. The antonym of wicked. Yes, Nitesh. Yes, in any context, when anything is constant, not improving further, we can say stagnant. For our progress also, hey dear, I can check in last 9 mock tests, your score is 135, 135, 135, 136, 132, 136 and such. Why? Is it constant, stagnant? Komesh, stagnant water. Yep. Wicked. You better know wicked is something horrible, sinister, say ghastly, ghostly, and such. Wicked, you better know. Elementary, in the initial stage, not at all related with the word. Spoiled can be synonymous, Hassan, because something which is wicked is not going to be pure, has some devil eyes on it, the wicked cat. Yep. So that will be synonym. Significant can be the antonym, virtuous can be the antonym, but significant can also be eliminated because in a movie which is a horror movie, someone wicked deserves the importance, is significant, but can't have the moral character, the virtuoso. Virtuoso, one of the common words asked by SSC, a highly skilled musician. So you are wicked, you don't have those skills, not skills actually, the character, the dignity, the prestige, and such. Someone who has will be virtuous. So, yep, they can be opposite to each other. She felt grateful for the help. You have to mark the antonym of that. Which, yep. She felt grateful for the help she received. Muskan, the antonym we have to mark, not the synonym. Remember the school application? Sir, kindly grant me leave for 3 days. I'll be very thankful to you for this act of kindness. I'll be very grateful to you for this act of kindness. I'll be very obliged to you for this act of kindness. Thankful, grateful, obliged, they are the same. Aspiring is also a positive word. Supreme is one of the most positive words, not a negative. The opposite of grateful should be a negative word. Appreciative, that's great. I appreciate it. Unappreciative, nah, that is nothing. Opposite of grateful. Last couple of. His sole intention was to baffle the readers. Radhe Radhe, Aman. Your sole intention was to baffle the readers. They got baffled. Absolutely. You have dropped me a message, I think, but I didn't see that, to be honest. We'll check for sure. And that contains a keyword such, I remember. His sole intention was to baffle his readers. Puzzle is exactly the same as baffle, to make someone puzzled, perplexed, baffled, flabbergasted. He's not able to think about something properly and such. Puzzles in reasoning, you better know, all seem equal. I don't know what to pick, what to eliminate. We are puzzled, baffled, synonymous. Influence, a positive one. Scold is quite different. When you shout at someone, why did you go there? He scolded. Annoy, fine, but we have a better choice. Last. Regular maintenance of your car is essential to ensure its optimal performance and longevity. Embezzle, I think, does not mean this. It means to absorb, if I'm not wrong, something quickly, if I'm not wrong. Embezzle. No, that's actually defraud. Sorry, that must be gobble or anything such. Embezzle is defraud. Steal or misappropriate money or the belonging to the organization for which you work. She had embezzled a number of dollars in this fund and such. Defraud. Thank you for asking. Yes, maintenance. Okay, essential is all correct here. Essential is all correct here. Optimal is all correct here. Longevity is fine if you do not know. then maintenance is not T-A-I-N, it's T-E actually. T-E actually. I know maintain is this, but not the maintenance. Main, T-E-N and such. You can check with your spell check in your phone. I was baffled. I was baffled too, so I got that wrong. Okay, that's all I had in this series. Thank you so much for being here. See you tomorrow in another session. And before I finish, let me show you something else. Before I finish, let me show you something else. That every Saturday you have free classes here. I repeat, before I finish, let me show you something else. Every Saturday now we have free classes here which you can take or exploit or you can make use of. Come on, quick. Every Saturday. This Saturday I had a class on time and tense. If you haven't witnessed, please go through that. We practiced some 50 questions on time and tense this Saturday. Hello, brother. Am I audible? This Saturday, we will have another class, and not just mine, but the other classes are regularly being conducted here on Saturday for free. You are requested to be a part of them, to be honest. Okay, it's working now. And yes, I would love to show that. Please go through this. Have a look, please, before we finish. SSC 2025 free live classes in English, English medium, the foundation to advanced one. Free classes, lecture PDFs, exam hall strategies, special sessions on PYQs by all the faculties here. You're welcome, your friends are welcome. Course fee, 0. They are the free classes, but they are literally special. I will also be teaching some more special topics, practice session on prepositions, on conjunctions and such. Okay, so with this, I finish this session now. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye, take care, be safe. Thank you heartily, everybody. Yes, GPT, mostly asked and mostly mistaken spelling maintenance. Thank you, Aarti, Ruchi, Rinkle, Vishal, Kalpana, Ajay, Babli, Yashi, Sakshi. Thank you. See you pretty soon. Muskan, God bless you. Radhe Radhe. Prayakta, Lazy Boy, thank you. Akash, Mohit, Aman, Nitesh, thank you so much. Yagesh, Hassan, Yashwanti, Radhe Radhe. Isha, Vishali, Radhe Radhe. Muskan, Nancy, thank you. Yes, Oliveboard gives us something. Thank you so much. Meet you on a Tuesday. Take and give care. You too, brother. Rishi, thank you so much, bhai. Shubhratri. Hassan, I didn't get you. Utkarsh, never. Where do we have will plus an SES? Where? Please. In my slides, I will face the music then. Thank you, GPT, Vaishnavi, Amrita, Aarti. Yep, will consider your request soon. Okay? So thank you. Bye-bye. See you. Take care. Be safe. Thank you.